Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of the MUSpartans.com Spartan Show for the week of April the 24th through the 28th, 2017. On today's show, we sit down with men's golfers Connor Labedz and Andrew Topp as they discuss their most recent dual victory over Anderson University and the upcoming HCAC tournament. And we also sit down with assistant track and field coach Geoff Lambert as we discuss the upcoming HCAC championships at Anderson University this weekend. First up on today's show is men's golfers Andrew Topp and Connor Labedz. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us. And the team was able to get a win in its most recent outing in a duel against Anderson a couple of weeks ago. So how do each of you feel that you played individually, and what confidence does it give you getting that win and as you move into this HCAC tournament weekend? Andrew, we'll start with you.
Played my best round of the spring so far. Started off rough, ended up getting a nice string of pars, nice string of wins. Helped get us in there.
Connor, your thoughts?
I mean, it was a pretty good round. Of course, there's things that I can always do better, as is for every round. But I've played formidably well, and I look forward to competing in the next 2 weekends at the conference tournaments.
Okay, so you guys have had a couple of weeks off here to practice since that last duel at Anderson. Andrew, what have you guys been focusing on most as you progress towards the tourney? What fundamentals of your game have you been working on most?
The big thing coach had us do is a lot of short game work, a lot of putting drills, lots of putting drills, especially lag putting. Followed up with a lot of up and downs, from green side, trying to, save some strokes here and save some strokes there.
Sure. So Connor, now let's come back to you. Talking about the tournament this upcoming weekend, there's going to be a lot of good competition. There always is. Who are some of the best teams in the conference this year, and what do you have to do to be able to compete with those guys as you move down the stretch?
Well, a lot of the teams actually in this conference are actually fairly even with each other. Transylvania, Mount St. Joe, Hanover, Rose-Hulman, everybody's pretty much can beat each other on any given day. It's really just who goes out and is the better player in those 4 days and who can come ahead at the end of the tournament.
All right, well, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Good luck in your upcoming HCAC tournament, and good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you for having us.
Now it is time for our weekly highlights package, and this week we turn to baseball as the Black and Gold played host to Anderson University Tuesday afternoon and Transylvania University on Saturday and Sunday. Manchester opened the week hosting the Ravens at Gratz Field, pushing across runs in all but 2 innings to knock off their HCAC rivals 16-5. The high-powered Spartan offense knocked 7 extra base hits in the game, including a home run by Eric Nepper to fuel the victory, while junior pitcher Steven Panarski threw a solid start, picking up the win after allowing only 6 hits and 3 earned runs. The squad returned to action this past weekend against the Pioneers of Transylvania University in a series originally scheduled to be held in Lexington, Kentucky, but moved to North Manchester due to inclement weather. MU's offense continued to impress over the weekend by posting 2 more double-figure wins, wrapping 40 hits and scoring 35 runs over the 3-game series. The wins were marked by exceptional starts from starters Brandon Eck and Corey Ferguson, who only allowed 3 earned runs combined to pick up the wins to lead the Black and Gold to a season series victory 2-1 over Transylvania. Next up on the show is assistant coach of cross country and track and field Geoff Lambert. Coach, your team competed at Ohio Northern this past weekend for your final meet before the conference championships. What were some of the highlights this past weekend, and how does the coaching staff feel the team performed overall?
First off, Ethan, thanks for having me on. The coaching staff here really appreciates the great show you guys put on a week-to-week basis, so congratulations on that, and again, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
In terms of this past weekend, all we wanted to do was have a good showing and continue our progression of getting better on a week-to-week basis, heading into the conference championship meet. Ohio Northern put on a great meet as usual. We battled 40-degree weather and a 20-mile-an-hour wind, but at the same time, the team came out of there healthy, and so we were excited about the weekend.
That's great. And your team's now headed to the HCAC Championships hosted by Anderson this coming weekend. What are some keys to success for the championships, and what will the competition be like for both the men and the women?
Right now, the HCAC is a really competitive conference, track and field, and so we're just kind of focused on what we can control and what
Sure.
we need to do in order to be successful. The goal is always to be the best that our teams can be, and whatever that is, at the end of the day, we'll be happy about that if we compete hard and run up to our potential.
Great. Well, thanks for joining us today, Coach, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks again for having me.
Now it is time to honor our Spartan Show MVP of the week. This week we take you out to Gratz Field and Manchester University baseball as we honor junior outfielder Eric Nepper. During the 4-game stretch this past week, Nepper hit .375 at the plate, punching in 8 RBI and clubbing 2 home runs and 2 doubles over the span. The Bremen, Indiana native also scored 6 runs during the week, leading the Spartans to a 3-1 record over the 4 games. Congratulations, Eric. That is all the time we have for this week's edition of the Spartan Show. Make sure to catch us again next week for another edition right here on MUSpartans.com, the internet home of Manchester University Athletics.